never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah. Vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They go back to the ground game with A.J. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 22. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball,
his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A give up the middle to H.A.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Dolphins 3, Broncos 0.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua going to throw.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Drew Sanders gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon A-Chain, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
yard or two deep. Here comes a return. Fighting his way through contact. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Baron Browning in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here's 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there.
28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. It got his man. Complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. Down to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The kick by Maher is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. H.A. on 1st and 10.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That's caught by Chosen.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
H.A. now up the middle.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Tua sets up to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Dolphins 13.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Tua.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle,
73 yards.
and the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again in the 4th.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 30 now. Here 2nd down and 8.
They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Phillips, the outside linebacker, dropping it for a loss of 6. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Flushed out right.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down.
Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Tua. Swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now Tua. Out of the gun is a good A-Chain.
And he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what?
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Devon A-Chain.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation.
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll buy some time running. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Focus, boys. Focus.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being